Hi guys, welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you're not. My name is Cora, and on this channel, I'm documenting my financial journey as I work towards living my best life. If that sounds interesting to you, please keep watching. So in today's video, we're going to go over my paycheck budget for the first paycheck of July, which covers the 1st through the 15th of July. A couple things about me and my budget, the way that I budget. I'm a single budgeter. I get paid semi-monthly, which means I get paid twice a month, about every 15 days. I'm not a cash budgeter. Carrying cash, going back and forth to the bank, pulling cash, trying to keep up with things. That doesn't work for me. I'm not that disciplined. My mind doesn't work that way. But if you are, that's cool. You're welcome here. My hat's off to you. Personal finance is personal, so do what works best for you. Like I said, I'm just not that disciplined. I currently have a high income, but I also owe a lot of people. Some of that stems from when my income was not high at all, so I have a lot of debt. I could work to pay it down, but I also need to work on increasing my savings because you never know what might happen, especially in this economy and climate and what we got going on today. So normally I have my little budget worksheet that I created, but I ain't even gonna hold y'all. We're a little bit on the struggle bus today, so we're gonna make it do what it do. Which brings up another point that I want to say real quick. You don't need anything special in order to create a budget or do a budgeting or start on your financial planning journey. If you're a pen and paper person, you need paper, some type of writing tool, pen, crayon, marker, whatever. If you're a digital person, at minimum, you need a place to write things down. So whether that's a notes app, Google Sheets is free. If you want to do a spreadsheet type thing and don't want to calculate things or want to calculate things automatically. If not, some type of notes app, notepad, Word, a blank sheet, just anywhere that you can write down what you need to do. So with that being said, let's get back to this budget. Now, I do have some different colored pens here, but that's just for a little razzle dazzle just for myself. It's not necessary. Again, that's just something for to help me out since like I said, we're on the struggle bus for today. But anyway, I also do have my monthly calendar cheat sheet here, which is incredibly helpful for times like this when, if you're like me, you just may have a time where you're too busy or just not in the headspace to go full out on your budget. Or also, as you can see, if you owe everybody their mama like I do. As you see, I've typically got a bill due almost every day, and that's just the regular bills and things that come out. This does not include any spending, and never mind things that come up or things that have changed since I've done this. But in this space and time when I am just needing to get it down, get it out of my head, and make sure that things get paid, we're not gonna worry about that. Some of the stuff that I know will come up that has changed since I've looked at this, but we're gonna keep it. And I also have my calculator just so I can see where things are. Anyway, so I am expecting, okay, for income, carrying over $10.50. That's half my rent from last check. And then my paycheck amount of $34.50. And then I should have $75 repaid to me. And that's going to be a total of $45.75 that we are working for this paycheck. Okay, now as I said, for spending, I'm gonna try to keep that to $400 for this paycheck, so that's just gonna leave us $41.75. To keep an even number, I know I need to pay into the honey pot, and that is $75. That is a a family savings thing that we do that I participate in. Wrote that backwards, but that's okay. I'll get the point. So that's going to leave us $4,100 to get down to the nitty-gritty and actually do the things for this budget. Let's do living expenses first, because that is the most important thing. Need somewhere to live, stay, all of those things. So I can't draw a straight line to save my life, but we gonna go from here. So $2,100. This will be for the rent. Electric, do $95. I'm on budget billing. $190 for my cell phone, which actually they went up on the price and decided to discontinue the discount for paying with a credit card unless you use their special credit card, which I'm not going to do. So my cell phone bill went up, but this includes two phones and an iPad, two iPads, excuse me, that I pay for. So this is $190, and then I have to pay my TV bill, which is $20. And then I have to pay out of this repay that I'm to get. Let's put other TV, because I can pay it when I go and pay mine. Let's call this wellness. This is for gym and Peloton. Really a sinking fund, but I'm taking it out now. And then I have a life insurance. Life insurance one needs to come out of this check. And then the monthly amount for life insurance 2. Business is $50. Now I know this isn't really living, but that is an expense that I do need to account for. So we'll do that. And is that it for living expenses, or what we're gonna call living expenses? Let's call that. Let's see how much that is. 95 plus 190 plus 20 plus 40 plus 51 plus 37 plus 61 plus 50. That is $26.44. Yeah, so 44. So 4,100 minus 26.44 is going to give us 14.56. Left to work with. Okay. So now we're going to look at the cheat sheet here. Or continue looking at the cheat sheet for things that we'll call debt. So let's do personal loan 1. It's actually paid up, so I'm only going to pay half of the minimum amount because it's actually not due until August, but I'll just continue just to get a little bit ahead. And then personal loan 2 is $155, and then personal loan 4, I pay half of that, so I'm expecting to pay, what is that now? 1 second. Let's call it $125. Personal loan 5, yes, most of these things are due at the beginning of the month. Top half is very heavy, but it is what it is. This is $247.82. And personal loan 6, many of these are debt consolidation loans from previous things done, but we will get into that you can look back at my initial debt confession video for the beginning of this month. I do owe you another one soon, so we'll do that. Half of my car note is $276. Credit card 1, which is Too Faced, is going to be $150. And my Discover card, okay, coming back, so I don't confuse myself. First credit card, I don't owe anything on this. Due on the first credit card, 13, which is a store card. Don't owe anything there. Credit card, which was 17, which is Thanos, is due on the second. Credit card 4, which is now Freddy Krueger, is due on the 4th. So, and on my last video I explained this, but just again, owing everybody, it's not fun. I saw somebody else do it. I was inspired, and I said, hey, let me name my credit cards as villain. Now, the person that I saw actually used Disney villains, but I ran out of Disney villains before I ran out of people that I owe. I ran out of credit cards, rather. Neither here nor there, but that's what we're going to do. The card 19, we're not putting anything on right now because there's no payment due. That's Michael Myers. And we're up to the 9th, credit card 4, which was the Joker. Don't owe anything there. Yay, we're making some progress. But I do, no, I'm sorry, credit card 6, which is Bane. Nothing for this paycheck. That is paid up. Nothing is due right now. And then credit card 20, which is Pennywise. We'll have $40 minimum due. Then on to the 10th. Don't owe anything to Voldemort, which is good. Then on the 11th, I'm actually paid off for Ursula. But I do need to give Hans Gruber some money. If you've never seen Die Hard, you should definitely go watch it. It is a very fun action movie. So Hans Gruber's on the 11th. Credit card 12, I don't owe anything, is on the 14th. The electric is covered here, so that is, let me just make sure. Yep, that is the credit card payments that we are doing on this check. So let me add these up. Credit card and other debt payments. Now, I usually like working in whole numbers. The 2 personal loans, those are on auto pay, so that's just another way. Let me move this a little bit so it's not such a glare. That I try to keep up with how I know that it's coming out of my check. So I like to make the payments in round numbers when I can. Not out of my check, excuse me, what is automatically being taken out on auto pay. And that is $13.98. All right, there we go. $13.98. So subtracting $13.98 from $14.56 gives us $58. And that is how much the timeshare payment is. Timeshare maintenance fees. Don't ever get a timeshare. You can't see that. Don't ever get a timeshare. We'll just leave it at that. But that is $58. And that is going to be a zero-based budget. So that is the paycheck budget for the first paycheck in July. In the next video, we'll see how I did compared to what I plan to do. There are also some annual expenses like my Amazon Prime membership that's due this month, but I don't have that date right in front of me right now, so we'll catch you next time. If you made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe if you like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!